and he's coming off one of the best years of his career, heading into his 6th NFL season, the sweet spot, but a lot of question marks surrounding him and those Cardinals. We welcome former Pro Bowler and team captain Tyrann Mathieu to the show. Tyrann, what's going on?
Molly, how you doing?
So good. Thank you so much for being with us.
No problem.
Before we get into what's going on with the other moving parts there in Arizona, you still have time left on your contract, but apparently you said yesterday on NFL Network that you've been asked to take a pay cut. Are you even entertaining this?
Well, I want to be in Arizona. That was the team that drafted me. Ever since they called my phone on draft day, I always want to be a part of that organization, and even being implemented in their community, trying to be a part of the community, doing things the right way. So Arizona has definitely embraced me. I definitely want to be in Arizona next season.
Well, you know what? I kind of want you there, too, because of the reasons that you mentioned, because I'm so proud of you and everything that you've done. But, my man, I've got to ask you this from a football perspective. I mean, you sound nice about it, but I'm wondering why the hell you really, really want to be there, because I'm looking at Arizona. Y'all have missed the playoffs the last 2 years. Carson Palmer retired. Blaine Gabbert and Drew Stanton are names that have been on there. And then Kirk Cousins is supposed to be somebody targeted, but he's got the Jets and Minnesota and Cleveland and Denver on his list instead of Arizona. What's going on with the Arizona Cardinals, and what do you think makes them an attractive landing spot for anyone at this point in time?
Well, I think the last couple of seasons has been tough on the team, but I'll tell anybody who's trying to come to Arizona, especially guys like Kirk Cousins or anybody in free agency. We have one of the best defense in the league. Obviously, we have the potential to score 30-plus points a game on offense. So we just have to use the people, use the tools the right way. And if we're able to do that, I think we'll get over this hump and really correct the things we've done as a team the last couple of years.
Ron, you lost your D coordinator in James Betcher to my New York Football Giants. What kind of D coordinator are they getting?
Well, they're getting a great guy. He's a player's coach. He always listens to our input. I met with him every Thursday. He was always about his players. He's always looking for our feedback. So they're definitely getting a player's coach. And he had one of the best defense the last 3 years.
Why do you think he's gone?
Well, I'm not sure. I try to stay out of those kind of things. But obviously, everything works out for himself. And he's in a great situation, being a defensive coordinator of the Giants.
I got to ask you this question. I got to piggyback off of what you said just a couple of minutes earlier, Tyrann. You said that y'all offense has the potential to score 30 points per game. Were those the words that came out of your mouth?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wait, how? Where's that potential?
Well, David Johnson, we missed him. We missed him all last season. We have Larry Fitzgerald. I think if we're able to get him some help, especially on the outside, we had a lot of receivers that were hurt last year. I think if we're able to get him some help, that kind of opened things up as well.
Hey, Tyrann, years ago there was a great receiver in the league called Larry Fitzgerald. Any relation?
Oh, be nice. Larry Legend. Come on, man.
He's been around a long. I mean, he's still good, but that's the first receiver you named.
Yeah, I mean, he is, though, but he definitely can carry our football team right now. He's been doing that the last couple of years, putting up the numbers he's putting up. And so if we're able to get a quarterback that could definitely come in and help us out and spread the ball around, I definitely think we have the potential to score 30 points a game.
When you look at the NFC West, think about the moves that the Rams have made. We see what moves the Seattle Seahawks are making. San Francisco has re-signed Garoppolo, and they're on the upswing, undefeated with him as their quarterback. Can you tell us why anyone should believe Arizona is not going to finish in last place in the NFC West next season?
Well, we're hungry, I think the way last season ended and the year before that, I think our leaders, the veterans on the team, we got a bad taste in our mouth. And, we're too good for that. We have too much potential. And, so it's really time for us to settle back down, get back to the fundamentals, and, just get back to having fun playing football.
Yeah, and you guys went 8-8 last year without David Johnson. Come on, Tyrann, you got to answer that a little bit better. Why? What you guys, 2 years ago, Molly picked you guys to go all the way. I mean, you were the sexy pick, and it's not like you lost 12 games last year. You're a quarterback away, right, Tyrann? Who do you want? Which quarterback do you want on that team?
Well, if we can get an experienced quarterback, I think that would be ideal. But if we can get a young guy who's very confident, who believes in himself, and who's in the right system, I think we'll have a shot either way it goes.
Is there anybody
Case Keenum
particular
or Kirk
that you
Cousins
want?
if they're both available?
Is there anybody particular that you want?
Well, I think Kirk Cousins can help us out a lot. I think he has experience. He puts up great numbers in his league. I think he's a great quarterback when he has, obviously, good pieces around him. And anytime you bring a guy like Lamar Jackson or Baker Mayfield, it always brings some excitement to the team, and I think that's always a good thing.
Would you rather a running quarterback like a Lamar Jackson?
In our division, yes.
Yeah.
You just brought up an interesting point, Tyron, that was kind of overlooked. You know, Deshaun Watson, I felt, went a little bit low. And it feels like Baker Mayfield will also go a little bit low because people have all these questions. But you brought up a kind of energy, I forgot how you phrased it, that a quarterback like that brings to the team. Can you describe that?
Well, I just think about the team we play against twice a year in Seattle. And, you know, they aren't always the best team, but they definitely have one of the best players on the field at all times, and that's Russell Wilson. So I think anytime you get a quarterback to do similar things that he can do, make a lot of plays on the fly, and outthink the game as it goes, I think you got a shot to win a lot of games. And I think a lot of young quarterbacks right now, they have that kind of excitement.
Yeah, it's going to be huge for you guys to get David Johnson back. Obviously, it'd be interesting to see who you get at quarterback. Tyron, before we let you go, I hear you got 2 big events coming up. Please tell us about both of them.
Well, I have my first annual kickball game in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's going to benefit my foundation, the Tyron Matthew Foundation. It's going to take place in New Orleans, Louisiana. And then the following day, we'll have our free youth mini camp for the kids down there in New Orleans. So it'll be a weekend of events that everybody could come out to in New Orleans and hopefully have a good time. So I'm really looking forward to that.
It's great that you're paying it forward. Tyron, always a great time talking to you. We appreciate you, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Proud of you, bro. Take it easy.
Coming up, we're going to be talking about that man, Baker Mayfield. He says he shouldn't have to change his personality to make it at the next level. Was this smart for him to say? The fellas will debate it next.